G'day guys, it's Luke Lau from Victoria University Interactive Media again. In this short video tutorial, I'm going to cover 3 sites which I actually think will be useful for any organisation if you're running a website, you want to do some print, work, or you just need graphics or for video or whatever. So these are 3 sites which actually have free multimedia content for you to use. Okay, the very first site that I'd like to show you is the Stock Exchange. Now, it's a very hard to remember site name because, quite frankly, it's actually a very weird domain name. So the actual website address is stockxchng.hu. Not .com, it's stockxchng.hu. Please, please, please don't type in .com. I think the contents of that site might be adult related. So stockxchng.hu is a free site for images. Now, this site is really, really good. It's one of my favorites. I've actually been using this for around about 6 years now, roughly about 6 years now. And what actually happened is this site started off just sharing photos with some friends, etc. And it actually grew to be this community where photographers around the world could upload their graphics and actually share it to anyone, whoever wanted to use it, for personal or for private, for commercial use. Now, it's a free site to join to, and actually, once you've signed up, you can download all of their graphics. It has 395,000 free graphics for you to download on a variety of different subjects. Now, the best thing about this site is there is some quality control. So if you actually get, let's say, a graphic, let's say if I take a photo of my toes and it's blurry, I upload it to this site and try to share it. The administrators will go, look, it's blurry, we don't want it. If I take a good photo of my hairy toes and upload it onto the site, they'll go, look, we just don't want photos of hairy toes. Sorry. So there is quality control, so there's theoretically 395,000 great photos for you to use. So I'll just log in and I'll just show you an example of this. I do apologize for my sniffles. So let's have a look at this coffee. Actually, let's have a look at that. So as you can see, as it's slowly downloading, these are actually giant photos. So they're not just thumbnails, they're massive photos. And I've actually got a relatively large screen, so this is actually quite big. So this photo, and please be wary that these photos do take a fair bit of space. So I think this photo would be around about 3 or 4 megabytes. So let's just have a look. And see, that's the quality of the photo. That's just phenomenal. And again, I can download it, and I start using it into my print or web features and resources straight away. Now, please read the licenses on the site. Some of them you have to credit the person who actually did the photo, and you might have to even contact them or seek their permission. So, great site. It's 100% free. You don't ever have to spend any money, and just so many photos to choose from. Now, I just want to show you one extra thing before we continue on. Is if I search for, let's say, for boat. I'm just searching for boat in their search engine here. What you'll see is there's a line here. The first line is something called premium photos. And the last line is also premium photos. Whatever you do, download the premium photos because it actually costs you money. And essentially, these are just ads. So ignore the first line, ignore the last line, and everything in between is free. And let's just scroll through these, and you can find some pretty good photos here. So yeah, nice photos, good quality, and at the end of the day, they're 100% free. Now, if you're not after photos, what you may want to be after is clip art or little cartoons. Now, this site I like going to. It's called Open Clip Art. And the web address is openclipart.org. It's a site where people can just upload little cartoons that they've drawn or little clip art drawings and just share them with the world for 100% free. They don't want anything. There's no restrictions. You don't ever have to credit people who draw this. You just give them away and that's fine. Now, let's just have a look at one of these graphics. So let's click on this penguin. I'll just wait till it loads. Sorry, it does take a little bit of time, just because the server is a little bit slower. And as you can see, this is a nice little cute penguin. Really quite cutesy. Look, there is a fair bit of graphics on the site. So there's 35,000 graphics. The only problem is that there isn't quality control on this site. If I draw, using an example, a really horrible sketch of my foot, my hairy feet, and upload it to the site, and it was really, really bad, it would actually make it up on the site. So there is no quality control. They don't pass judgment on actual photos. On the illustrations. And I'll show you an example of this. So if I'm going to search for photos or images of robots. It does take a little bit of time. Again, this is very not-for-profit, this one. As you can see, there's some really good graphics here. So I got this little robot here, which was looking pretty good. I'll open that one up there. But you've also got stuff like... Well, this takes a couple of seconds to load up, but... and believe it or not, I've actually got pretty high-end access. Okay, so that's actually... that looks pretty good. Whereas you can see... this is not so much. So you will have to filter a fair bit. You will have to search sometimes pretty heavily to get what you need. Okay, now if you're not after photos and you're not after clip art, and in actual fact you're after sounds, there's another website called the freesound.org, which essentially is giving away free sounds. If you're after background music, if you're after incidental sounds like doors closing, gunshots, the wind blowing, trees rustling, that kind of stuff, go to this site. It's actually pretty good. There is currently, and I forget how many photos, how many sound files there are, but there is a fair bit. You can go to this site and actually download the sounds. Now it's important, you have to actually log in to actually get access to these videos, to these sounds. You need to actually do that before you start searching. If you find the sound file that you want and then register, take it from me who actually teaches multimedia, you will lose that file. You won't actually find it again. So be really careful. The search engine's a little bit iffy. So yeah, register. You don't have to ever pay for anything, and then start looking for files. But you can get some pretty good stuff here, and it's again, it's free. Okay, so that wraps up the video for the the free resources. So just to recap, the Stock Exchange, really good for free photos. The Open Clip Art organization, really, really good for clip art, cartoons, that kind of stuff. And if you're after sounds, we got the freesound.org. Now, if you have any questions, comments, or corrections, please send me an email at luke.low@vu.edu.au. Okay, thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.